don't you have a boyfriend? Oh, yeah, I don't want to have a boyfriend. Oh, really? But you're so pretty. Yeah. And? I mean, it's not because I'm a girl or I'm pretty that I want a fucking boyfriend. Well, I've decided to make this video because there are plenty of people telling me that I should get a boyfriend, and this has been happening for a long time. And like, I'm 20. I am only 20 years old. Like, what I want to do with a boyfriend? And they keep saying that I gotta get a boyfriend, and they hope that Santa Claus give me a boyfriend for Christmas, which I think is funny. Like, literally, on my birthday, my aunt said, "I hope that God gives you a boyfriend too. Like, I wish you the best, and I hope you can get a boyfriend." And I'm like, thank you very much. I love her very much. Like, she's awesome. I really like her. But I just wanted to make it clear the reasons why I don't have a boyfriend, and I don't intend to have any boyfriends, like, for now. This is what I think right now. Maybe tomorrow I'll change my mind, and I want to let that clear. Reason number one, I believe that having a boyfriend can delay your success. I believe that having a boyfriend can delay whatever you want to do in your career, because having a boyfriend means that you have to share part of your time with another person. And to not make it like you don't care about the person, you gotta make the time especially for this person. And I mean, I work on a 9 to 5. Sometimes I work 12 hours a day. When am I going to make time for a boyfriend? I hardly have time for my family, which I love visiting my family and everything, but I hardly have time for them. What if I had a boyfriend? It would be another thing. There is family, friends, my job, whatever I want to pursue in my career, and a boyfriend. There are too many things and too little time. If I didn't have a job, maybe it would be okay. I don't know, but it's hard to find someone who doesn't have a job unless they're like super rich and they don't need to have a job, or they are homeless or something like that. And I want to use the people I know as an example of what I don't want in my life. As you know, if you saw my first video, I call 2 girls to live with me, and they both have boyfriends. One of them works from 1 p.m. to 11 p.m., or sometimes they go earlier than that and come back later than this, and that's okay. They work at an ice cream shop where I worked before, and it's a nice place, to be honest. I mean, it's as stressful as any job, but it's a nice place. And okay, so she comes home at 11 p.m. And guess who's already here? Her boyfriend. I mean, I think this is crazy. And it's like every day, every fucking day. When he's not here, she's with him at his place. And I swear, I don't care. Like, I don't care if she's bringing her boyfriend here. I really don't mind. I really want her to be happy with whatever she's in a relationship with. I really don't care, and I don't mind her boyfriend coming over and everything. I don't have to talk to him, so that's alright. But I feel like it might be delaying a little bit of her success. I'm saying this as a second person who is just watching somebody else's life. So I don't know if she actually wants to become something more than just a manager from an ice cream shop. I don't know if she wants to be more than that, and that's super okay if she doesn't. But if she goes to work at 1 p.m., comes back at 11, and her boyfriend's already here, which means she gotta have the time for her boyfriend. And then in the morning, her boyfriend is still here. He only goes away when she goes to the ice cream shop. So basically, they kind of live in together. They don't live together, but it's kind of like that. And she can't take the time that her boyfriend is here to, I don't know, maybe study for something or do something else. Because I'm quite sure that if she starts taking this time for her to do something, her boyfriend would be like, "Oh, you're not making time for me," or something like that. Because I think he's already used to being with her every time she has any free time, or her time to sleep or whatever. And like, oh, that hurt. And like, how is she going to develop a skill? How is she gonna study anything? How is she gonna, I don't know, pursue anything if she's with someone every minute of her time? That's impossible, and that's one of the reasons why I don't want to have a boyfriend. Of course, if I had a boyfriend, he wouldn't come over every night, and it also depends. I think it depends a lot on the boundaries you create in a relationship, like how you talk to the person, what is your idea, or like your future together, like what you want, and if the other person is aware of what you want to be as like in your career or something. If the person is aware, they're probably gonna find a way to make some time to it. But if a person is not aware of that and you just try to talk to the person, but the person is like used to being with you all the time, they're probably going to start, if the person is kind of childish, they're probably going to start complaining about it, like complaining, oh, you're not making time for me anymore, like you don't care about me. And that's gonna bring you probably anxiety and gonna make you feel bad probably, which leads to you not being able to do the things you want because you're feeling bad. Because I know it's hard to do anything when you're feeling bad, although you try to ignore your feelings or deal with this, is still hard. So I think it's crazy when you don't have time for yourself, to be honest. And I want to pursue in the music career, and there are so many skills I gotta develop, and there are so many things I gotta work on Saturday, for example. I usually go to my grandma, but sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many things to do. There are so many things to do and so little time. I don't know if I'll go to my grandma, or I don't know if I'll go anywhere else. Like I haven't been gone to my father's house, for example, in almost a month because I got like busy with my stuff. Slowly dying. Oh my god, I'm dead. No, I'm not dead. Got busy with my stuff, so I kind of chose my career over other people. And I've tried to get in a relationship, but it didn't work because when you're in a relationship, you gotta see the person. And I don't really like to go out, and I enjoy way much more being alone than being with someone. Maybe one day I'll find someone as interesting, so I can actually enjoy our time together or something. But I think that to have a boyfriend, I would need to have a boyfriend really, like understandable, who would get my reasons, because I like to let it clear that I am focused on my career. Like I'm 20, I am focused on my career. A relationship might come in between this, but this is not exactly what I want. The people I try to make time for them, like I really try to make time for them. For my family and friends, I always try to make time for them, mostly my family, like than friends actually. But I try at least once a month. I try to visit them or talk to them. It's usually more than once a month, but I keep it to myself that I gotta try it at least once a month. And if I really can't, I gotta let them be aware of this because I don't want them to think that I'm avoiding them just because I'm busy. But as I said, I am focused on my career and I don't want a relationship because I believe that a relationship can delay your development in whatever you're doing because it's another responsibility. It's another thing that you gotta spend time on. And I mean, I work a lot. And I want to make every time I have outside my job in a way to develop my skills and to actually someday be able to work with what I love. That's music. And I believe that's kind of the biggest reason. Yeah. And I think boys are dumb. I don't know if that counts. I should not say that I have never been in a relationship. I did once, and it lasted like 2 months because I somehow got bored. Like, I don't like having to go out every weekend. Maybe I just didn't like the person at all. I don't know, maybe it was just some kind of attachment or something. So yeah, the biggest reason why I don't have a boyfriend is because I believe that it delays your career. But I'm open to it. Like if someone comes over and I really like a person, we would work it out. But I have a busy schedule, and that will always come first. And it's like my career. It's like me, my career, and that's the most important thing to me. So yeah, I think that we are so young and now it's just the perfect time to develop anything you want to develop, so in the future you won't have to worry about developing anything. And our relationship, where does it take me? Where does a relationship take me? Does it brings me happiness? Okay, but if you're happy alone, if you like your company, a relationship doesn't really add much. It's just a pretty little charm sometimes. If you are okay with yourself and everything, you don't feel like you need it. you feel like it might be nice to have a relationship, but you won't, like, I don't know, walk on burning bridges to get a relationship or climb trees to get a relationship. I am open to meeting people because I like meeting people, really. And like, I started to work on myself to get better, like to have a better life myself, like to feel better and to feel more comfortable. It's getting darker because the sun's setting and there's no lights on. So yeah, and I've been working on myself and everything, and now I have really high standards because I won't accept someone just because the person's pretty or just because maybe I might be feeling lonely all the time at the time, because I don't think that's right and I don't think that's good for me. So I am the type of person who waits for the person, and that might turns out not being the person, but that's okay. I go with the mentality of someone who is going to be like the person and who has all the qualities that fit into my list. I don't really have a list, but I kind of have an idea of how I want my boyfriend to be or anyone that I get into a relationship with. Some people think this is crazy. It's like, oh my gosh, you shouldn't be so selective. And I'm like, that's the person I might spend the rest of my life, and that's the person who's gonna take some of my time, and time is like the most important thing to me. So yeah, I gotta be selective with anyone who is around me, because even though I don't want to believe this, you kind of take a piece of everyone who's around you. Like you take their advices, you talk to them, and you kind of build yourself with part of someone, like with parts of other people somehow. And like these people that you spend time around, they might brings up good things to you or bad things to you. Um, like I believe that you gotta take care of the people you keep around you. Some people aren't good people to be around, even though you want to be spend time with this person, but then like I don't know, maybe the person do drugs or the person smokes or the person drinks too much alcohol. I know most people don't believe this, but I think that if you have this type of people around you, like there are other stuff, if you have just this type of people around you, there are more chances of you getting into this path, and that's not the path I want to. If you have around you only people who never succeeded in life or who has no ambition to pursue something, you might get a little more into this type of reality than the reality you actually want. So you always gotta take care with who you keep around you, and not saying that you should like get distance from everyone. Just learn how to deal with this and not let doesn't allow it to intertwine, do not allow it to get too much in your head, because that might fuck up your head, and like you just be another one like them, and I don't like that. Another reason why I don't have a boyfriend is because I don't like to go out. So I never get to know anyone. But yeah, I don't like to go out, and I don't intend to go out very much because the places that exist here, they're not exactly where I wanna be. Like they are not the type of place that I would love to meet someone. Like honestly, it's just not my vibe. So I don't go out. I'm a home person. Like I like spending time at home, and that's really good to me. So that's it. I don't have a boyfriend because I'm busy and I'm focused on my career.